Welcome to Week 7 of Bucks Weekly. I'm Ben Robinson with Ashby Wrench, and it's been a very busy week with all the fall sports teams this past week. So Ashby, can you give us a little highlight what we expect us from the past week?
It's been mixed results, some good and some bad. We'll be talking to the volleyball team, the cross-country team, boys golf, and the football team.
And we will begin with the cross-country right after these messages.
Covington Eagles does a lot for this school and this program. We need to give them some thanks. On three, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Covington Eagles, yeah! Thank you, Covington Eagles! Thank you, Covington Eagles! Thank you, Covington Eagles! Thank you, Covington Eagles! Woo! Thank you, Covington Eagles, for all you do for Covington schools. Go Bucks! Woo!
Welcome back to Week 7 of Bucks Weekly. I'm here with cross-country coach Josh Long. Last week the team competed at the Anna Invitational. How'd we do?
We did fairly well. It's hard, again, one of those meets where it's hard to look at times and see how we did because it was windy and mucky out. But the final, I'm not even sure what place we all got. I think girls were like 4th and boys were like 15th or 16th. But we ran the best we could. Again, it's hard to compare your time to see how you ran. So, but again, looking at some teams we beat, obviously the guys didn't finish as high, but the girls, we got beat by West Lib, who's one of the top teams in the state in Division III, and then we got beat by McCauley and one of the Lakota teams. So we finished well, but just right in front of a couple of our elite teams. So we'll run well this weekend.
Definitely. Where do the teams compete this weekend, and what do you hope to accomplish?
Well, we'll be at Bethel. So our goal is just to run our best, and that's every meet we go into. So our girls got a shot to win. Our boys would have to run extremely well, and it's happened before. So our goal always is to run our best at the end of the season. So no matter how either team finishes up, we can't control how the other teams run. So you, yourself, and the rest of your teammates, we want you to finish the season and run your best at league and at districts or wherever we're at. So that's our goal.
Thank you, and after this break we will be back to talk to Bill Wise about the golf team.
Color Green Photo offers a variety of photographic options for high school seniors, weddings, and families. We pride ourselves in providing creative and captivating images that have a special meaning to those we shoot. Please visit colorgreenphoto.com to view samples of our work and contact us at 937-418-0417 to schedule your next photo session.
We're back at Week 7 of Bucks Weekly, and we're going to recap the boys golf season. And Coach Wise, your boys had a really good year this year.
It was a good year. Yeah, we did a little better than I expected, so that's always good.
And you had Andrew to my left here, a senior, finished up his career last week at the district tournament. So Andrew, could you tell us how that went?
I played pretty good at districts. I got tied for 14th out of like 72 players there. So I didn't play as well as I wanted to, but overall I felt like I did pretty decent.
Now, Coach Wise, you're graduating probably one of the top tier golfers you've had in the history of the program. I mean, where does he stack up, with some of the other golfers you've had over the years?
Well, I haven't done the stats yet, but he may be the all-time leading scorer for Covington as far as average goes. It's going to be real close. He's either 1 or 2. So.
Yeah, and you've had some really good ones.
We've had some good ones.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's an accomplishment.
That's awesome. So what's your future plans, Andrew?
I might attend Ohio Northern and major in mechanical engineering while playing on the golf team.
That's good. Well, that's a recap of the boys golf team, and congratulations once again to senior Andrew Slusher for an unbelievable career. Up next, we'll have the girls volleyball team.
Hi, this is Don Solon, pastor at Fields of Grace Worship Center. We are a non-denominational church with a contemporary casual atmosphere. We are a church committed to reaching outside our walls while at the same time caring for those that call Fields of Grace home. Maybe you know Fields of Grace by all our community events. You are always welcome to come on over for a cup of coffee Sunday mornings and check us out at fieldsofgrace.org for service times.
Welcome back to Week 7 Bucks Weekly. I'm with head volleyball coach Lonnie Kane, and the Lady Bucks are coming off of a tough night last night against state power Miami East. Boy, they're really good.
Yeah, they're ranked 5th in the state, Division III. They have their star player, Johnny Parker, full ride Penn State, and then Kendall Hellier is going to Tiffin University. So it's a good combo, and this is another undefeated season for them in the cross-county conference.
And that Johnny Parker can really put the ball away.
She brings it hard. She's a great kid, very humble, but she is a legit player. She plays with the Munciana Samurai 18 Open team, which placed in the top few in the nation this last year. So she's very accomplished.
And you're going up against a team like that, and we're already, it's tough enough if you had all of your weapons going up against a team like that. It's already tough enough, but you were out without your setter, so that even made it harder.
Yeah, we had a week more or less to prepare. We threw Josie Crowell in last Monday against Versailles, which is another state-ranked team, and I think once she got over the shock and the speed of the game, she did a good job. And then against National Trail, we had the best hitting percentage we've had all season, and that a lot of it can be attributed to Josie putting the ball where it needed to be. So she was doing her job.
Okay, and yesterday was senior night for the girls. So can you talk about your 3 seniors and what they've meant to the program?
Yeah, we've, like you said, 3 seniors. We have Lindsay Kimmel, who was just thrown into the position as being a setter her senior year. She's a hard worker. She's taken on the role as being the setter. She was, last time I looked, maybe 3rd in the league in setting assists. Then we have Brianna Kimmel, track star, competitive cheer. She plays middle for us. She is one of the co-captains. Great attitude. She puts a lot of pressure on herself, so that's one problem with her, but she works hard. And then Legend Patty, who last year was our MVP. She was 1st team in the league, and I believe 2nd team District 9 last year. So I'm looking for those awards to follow her in postseason. And she's had a pretty good year this year as well.
And you have one more game left tomorrow night against Buccaneer, is that correct?
Yeah, we have a sort of a makeup game with Bodkins. We played them in the Minster Invitational, and circumstances, we just didn't play well. We won the first set, lost the next 2. So tomorrow night's a little bit of a payback, I think, in the girls' opinion. But we still have to wait and see. We had some injuries last evening against Miami East, so we have to see how those girls come out of it for tomorrow's match.
Okay, and we recently had a tournament draw, so how did that shake out for us?
Well, out of the 19 teams in our district, we were seeded 10th overall. We are playing the winner of Yellow Springs and Greenview, and we'll be playing on October 21st at 5:30. So both Yellow Springs and Greenville have nice records, but the leagues they play in and their non-league conference or non-league games they play are not as strong as what we do with our non-league schedule. So, I think we'll match up fairly well, and should be exciting.
And where will that be?
We are playing this year down Brookville High School.
Okay, well that's it for Week 7 of Bucks Weekly with volleyball. Up next, we'll talk to Coach Kate and the Covington football team.
Hello, my name is Ron Sutherland, President of Covington Savings and Loan. We have been a part of the Covington and the surrounding community since 1886. We have been serving both savings and loan customers and help promoting home ownership. Stop by and talk with Jason for your lending needs, or see Diane in Brooklyn for all your savings needs. Thank you for your continued support to help Covington Savings and Loan continue to support the Covington community.
FDIC approved.
Welcome back to Week 7 of Bucks Weekly. I'm with the Covington football coach Tyler Cates. And Coach, it's kind of been the story of the season. Suffered a defeat last week, shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, unfortunately that was a really tough loss. Almost doubled them in yardage. We had over 400 yards again and came up short. Only scored 7 points and had 410 yards of offense. 11 penalties though. You can't do that. you know, people blame the refs, this and that, but there's a lot of penalties we can control, like the offsides and things like that, or blatant holds, and we just killed ourselves. You know, we were down in like within the 5-yard line twice, and unsportsmanlike and an offsides penalty brings us back, and that's 2 scores left out on the field, and you can't do that if you want to win, especially against a good football team. And Bethel had a much better football team this year, and you got to tip your hat off to them. But I thought our defense played pretty well besides the first drive, and one little mix-up on a goofy formation. I'll take the blame. We should have called a timeout, but we did rep that formation, and we just didn't execute. But, you know, like you said, you can't win a big football game with making those kind of mistakes, and that's the unfortunate part, because man, we were looking good moving the football, and we were looking good on both sides of the ball at times in the game, but once again, it's at times, it's not consistent all the way through. And like I told the kids, the focus is the thing that I'm concerned with and that I'm upset about. The effort's always there. I'm always proud of Covington kids' effort. That's a standard here. The kids always play hard. They always play physical, but the lack of focus on jumping off sides and you know, having unsportsmanlike, those are things we can control. And I tell the kids, control the controllables. And that's what I was bummed about.
And this week, we renew a rivalry with Bradford. This is the 70th meeting between Covington and Bradford. And we right now hold a 55 wins, 11 losses, and 3 ties against them. And I know their record's 0-7. They, you know, they had, a few years ago, they had to basically play a non-league or independent schedule because of numbers and things like that. But, you know, it's Covington Bradford, and you know they're going to be ready. They're going to want this one.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with the season we've had, they're going to believe they can win. And the rivalry, you know how rivalry games are. You throw the records out the window. You know, you never know who's going to show up, and it's going to get chippy. I told our kids they're going to have to keep their composure and handle it better than what we handled it last week in some situations. And Bradford, we're going to get their best. We get everybody's best. You know, Covington's a bullseye for everybody, so we're definitely going to get Bradford's best. They're going to try to pull every trick out of the book, out of the hat against us. So we got to be ready to be, you know, a more disciplined football team, a more fundamentally sound football team, and just fly around. But yeah, we're going to get their best, and it'll definitely be an interesting game.
And what do we do? What do we have to do as far as, you know, do we need to come out and get a quick start, put doubt in their head? I mean, what's the philosophy going into this game?
Oh, absolutely. I think anytime a team that's struggled, you get on them early, they start pointing fingers at each other, and they start thinking in the back of their mind, oh, here we go again. And I think if we can get them thinking about that early in the game, we're going to be just fine. But if we let them hang around, you talk about dangerous football team, and we can't let them hang around. So we got to take care of business right away, be crisp, be ready to play right from the kickoff, not wait until they hit us in the mouth first. We got to take it to them first and take the game to them, and I think if we do that, we'll be just fine. But if we don't, it'll be a long night.
Well, that's it for Coach Cates and Covington football for Week 7, Bucks Weekly. Up next, we will have, after this commercial break, Ashby and I will conclude this week's session.
Thank you. Go Bucks.
This is Andy Johnson of Bucks Radio, the voice of Covington Buccaneers. Here to encourage Buccaneer fans to support local businesses. Your patronage of local businesses goes a long way in allowing them to continue to support Covington schools and Covington athletics.
That concludes Week 7 of Bucks Weekly. Friday night, the Covington football team travels to rival Bradford for the first game against our neighboring rivals since 2013. You can catch the broadcast live on bucksfootball.com. Just click on the listen live link for Bucks Radio. You can catch Marty, Andy, and Ashby to my left. Friday night, broadcast time 7:15, game time 7:30. For Ben Robinson and Ashby Wrench, good night.
And go Bucks.